I decided to go live. I just got in outside today because it is so nice. Call really quick. So listen, I wanted to thank you for your patience. Hey VB, how's it going? I do apologize again. So let me start over. Hey, welcome to everybody that will join us on the replay. We'll let YouTube notify everybody and those who will listen to the podcast, okay? So really quick, I wanted to go live. You know, I always got a story. So when I was live yesterday, if you missed that live, I talked about my new tax course a little bit, and I also talked. I forgot what it was about, y'all. We talking about printers. I was talking about printers. If you don't have a printer, how we can get you a how you can still get even though you don't have a printer. Okay, that's what we were talking about. Hey, welcome everybody. So today though, I wanted to go live, and I'm outside. It's so nice here in Georgia, which is where I'm located. And I was just like, I'm gonna sit outside for a minute. I just got back from my appointments. Hey guys, welcome. So today's story though, or today's notary tip is please, 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 I cannot say it enough. Make sure that you have your tracking number. Okay, you've completed your assignment. You've done all of it correctly. You've executed the documents. If you don't know what execution is, you should be in my mentor program. I'll talk about that later. But you don't know what you've completed everything. You got the ID, you did your scan backs, all of that's finished, and now you've left your package at FedEx or UPS. Well, guess what happened to me yesterday, and I cannot make this stuff up. So during the live, if you saw yesterday, many of you said you saw that I was unnerved because I got an email from a company and they said, hey, what's the tracking number? So my typical process is I take the tracking number and I I take the package, I hand it to somebody at UPS or FedEx, depending on the courier. I take a picture of the tracking form that they gave me, the receipt. I email it to myself, and in the subject line, I always put the client's name. I've been telling you this here for 4 years, 5 years, four on YouTube almost. Okay, but that's been my routine. That's been my routine forever, ever, ever. Well, this last week, I had so many assignments that I didn't even take one back the next day. Typically, I take it back the same day. Typically, I take it back the same day, but this was over the weekend. So the signing was on Friday. I didn't go to UPS Friday night because I was just tired. And I said, they're not going to get it anyway till Monday. So when I took it on Monday, and it wasn't a big deal on this particular job, I actually had the ability to schedule it at my convenience, right? So I didn't take it back Friday night, which would have been my normal routine, but we were just so tired. So what I ended up doing was I held on to the package until Monday because I knew I had another job and I was going to take them both at the same time. So that's what I actually did. So even when I took it into the store, the lady was like, the UPS customer service rep was telling me, hey, this isn't going to go back out in time for 5 o'clock because it said next day on the package. And I said, oh no, that's fine. Like I said, I do these jobs all the time. This particular company, and I'm not telling you to do what I did. This is a specific company I was working with. Hey everybody, welcome. So anyway, she was like, so it's not going to go out. So she was hesitant. She pushed back with that a couple of times. She said, this is not going to go out in time. And I was like, oh my goodness. I said, is she acting like she don't want to take my package because I didn't bring it in the day it's supposed to go out, you know? Because the labels are pre-printed. So anyway, so she took it. So when they're emailing me yesterday during my live asking for the tracking number, I was like, oh my God, what happened? You know, they didn't get the package. So I'm panicking because I'm checking my emails even during the live. That's why I was so distracted a little bit yesterday. And I could not find the tracking number. I had not emailed the receipt to myself of what I had dropped off at UPS. So again, they're asking me for it. And I'm sitting here like, what? Did they lose my package? I know UPS did not lose my package. So I had no proof at this point. So I'm checking everything that I could check on my phone, which would be my normal process. But then I said, I had to call Jeffrey. I said, hey, Jeff, go check the car. Go check the car. Because sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I'll take the UPS tracking receipts or FedEx that they gave me if if I don't have time to do my picture, and then I will do it later. Well, because it was Monday and I'm already going against my normal routine, I didn't do that. So guess what? The receipts were still sitting in the car. The receipts were still sitting in the car. So Jeff went down to the garage. He got the receipts out from over the visor and brought them up to me. So now I got another problem. Okay. So now I got the two receipts, right? But they're asking me for one tracking number to confirm this package. And now I have two receipts. So I don't know which one is which. I don't know which one is which. Because typically, sometimes my other gem I'm going to leave with you today is once you do get the receipt back, if you have multiple packages, and I typically have them give me one receipt for each package. Now, they don't want to do that. They don't even want to take the package from you. At UPS and FedEx, most of the time, they want you to drop it in the box. And they'll point over there to the box, like, go over there, right? But I'm like, no. I said, this client is special. I have to hand deliver it to you. And that's what I tell them every single time. And then they don't usually give me pushback. I got one store that will try to trip with me, okay? So anyway, that's my process. I'm going to make this a little cleaner for you in just a second because I know the story is all over the place. So he goes and he looks at it. So now I got two receipts, but they're asking me for one of them. I'm looking disorganized because I had to I tracked the package and they said it both had been delivered. So once I saw that they both had been delivered, for me, I was like, whoosh, okay, fine. Whatever else happened, I don't care. I'm going to look unorganized or whatever, disorganized. They're going to be like, this girl is ghetto, whatever. But they know I've been working with them now for some months. So if something happens, I wasn't too worried about it. So then I'm looking at the two receipts. Like I said, I put in a tracking number because I wanted to make sure they were not lost. And if one of them had not been returned, then that would have been the one that they probably was questioning, right? So I had two. So when I checked it, they both said they had been delivered. So that made me feel even better. So anyway, I call the man later, the client, and I say, hey, I got this request that they're looking for this package. And I told him, I sent you all an email and included two tracking numbers because I just wasn't sure which one belonged to the client that you're looking for. And he didn't know either because what they do, this particular company I work for, they send me out a batch of labels, UPS labels. So they may send me like 5 to 7 at a time. And then as I get an assignment from them, I just choose one. So it's not like it's already pre-recorded to this one belongs to Mr. Smith. This one belongs to Mr. Jones. This one belongs to Mr. Allen. They just send me like 7. I pull one, do my thing, and that's it. So Jeffrey and so the main takeaway, I'm going to give you a few. We're going to make this clearer for you. So they did receive the package. So when I looked at it on my portal, I was able to see, first of all, from UPS, who got the package. So one of them had a signature, somebody signed for it, but the second one said left at the front desk. So that's the one I said, oh, they probably don't know where it is if they left it at the front desk. It could be anywhere, right? This particular department needs it, but then it's not over here where it's supposed to be. Problem. So all that being said, when I looked at the portal, everything was the way it's supposed to be. So I called the client. This is the piece that I need to tell you too. So I called the client. I said, hey, I got this email. Y'all looking for a tracking number. So he was like, yeah, I do see that email. He said, but I'm looking at your case files and everything looked like it's okay. And then he says, but this is how you get paid. So when they said that, your girl was like, oh, so we got to, in the future, got to do better because this tracking number is how I get paid. So if the documents don't show where they were received back to them, then they're not going to pay me. Because at first I was kind of like, well, I dropped it off. I know I did. So I didn't have a tracking number at that time, but I knew my process. But I missed a step in my process, right? That's why in training, we always teach you follow the process. What is your process? And I did not follow my process. So to make that pretty in a bow for you, to make it crystal clear what I'm talking about, and go ahead, feel free to drop your questions if you have any, to make it crystal clear. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the mentorship. So when I have a loan signing, okay, when I have a loan signing, after the signing is complete, my process is to take the package immediately to UPS or FedEx. One. Number two, hand it to a person. I always hand it to a person. Number two, give your package to a person. Do not put it in a Dropbox, okay? They may say, oh, it's cool. We'll drop it over there. We'll get it later. No, I'm not risking that because I got too much at stake, okay? Because I already told you earlier, not doing it was related to me receiving my pay. So number two, I'm going to hand it to a person. Number three, when they hand me back a receipt, because they will give you back a receipt. When they hand me back the receipt, I take a picture of the receipt. I email it to myself with the client's name and the subject line. That way, if I do throw the piece of paper away, which thank God I did not this time, if I do throw the piece of paper away, I still have proof that I sent it back. And that's what they were looking for, that tracking number. And again, remember earlier I had two. So I always get two separate receipts. If I have two packages, I'll need two receipts in my hand. If I have three packages, I need three receipts. And that means I'm sending three emails to myself. Now, do I do the most? Do most people do that? No, they do not. I'll be honest. I do a little extra. But then I'm an extraordinaire when it comes to being a notary too, okay? So I want you to be the same also. So some of the things I always say that notary educators, the way we educate, it may sound a little antiquated or outdated. You're like, dog, Kimmy, I got to do all that. I said, I dropped it off. Why I got to still take a copy of the picture and email it and all that? That's because I'm the consummate notary extraordinaire. And I want the same for you, okay? So let's talk about the mentor program. Have you heard about the mentor program, the Notary Business Success Mentor Program? I'm going to tell you about it really quick. So with the program, for many of you, you may be saying, hey, I want to learn the notary business, but I don't have a lot of money. Hey, I want to learn the notary business, but I don't have years to learn and be an expert like you. Hey, I want to learn the notary business and I need some mentorship though to go with it. Most people just want to sell me their course and then I can't talk to them no more. Well, we've gone and guess what? Eliminated all those concerns, because guess what? Now you have access to all of our trainings, which is about 13 or 14 courses, because I just released the tax course yesterday also, if you didn't see that. And I also released a notary remote online notary course. Angela also released her wedding officiant course. We have the apostille training course, which is hot, 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 which Angela wrote, which is amazing. We got the apostille course. We have the notary loan signing agent course from Alexis, which is also on fire. If you want to learn the business from A to Z, we leave nothing on the table. You know how we do. And Notary Educators, we actually do educate you. So not only on how to start the business, how to grow the business, and how to be a great notary, we do all of that. But now there's a live component. So we meet every week. We met last night. Either myself, Angela, or Alexis are leading the class. It's recorded. So if you need to go back and watch it, you can. And you get all of that. All of that. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. All of that for only $47 per month. For $47. So it's an excellent deal. Everyone's like, y'all doing all that for $47. What's the catch? What's the catch? Can I cancel? You can cancel at any time. Do I have to come to the meetings? You do not have to come to the meetings. Can I just watch the courses and all your courses for $47 and I don't have to do nothing else? You can watch all the courses for $47. You don't have to do nothing else. Now, we highly recommend, I forgot the live chat piece. So there's also a live chat piece as you're doing assignments, which the group is doing amazing. We have 3 or 4 people on assignments today. Not that they work for us because we don't have a signing company, but there are mentees and they're getting assignments and we're helping them through something. Okay. Hey, Doc Free. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. They say you are everything. Yeah, thank you. So to answer your questions again, you can cancel at any time. All of the courses, all of the courses, including fingerprinting, translation services, how to start your business beginning to end, everything you need step by step is in the course library. You have access to the replays since we started back to July, so that's even a bonus. Not that you only get the ones going forward, but you get the ones back from July. So you get all those resources. And then also I just created a new tab today for resources. Someone in our group paid for their EIN number. Well, even if you're not a member of the Notary Educators Mentor Program, I have free resources for you here on the Notary Educators website. Okay, notaryeducatorsllc.com, and go under free resources, and there's a link for you to get your EIN number for free with the government. So a lot of people are paying $150 for their EIN number. You should not be paying. It's free. Okay, completely free. I'll probably go live and talk about that again tomorrow, because many people are paying. So there are companies that you put in like a business name search, and that's what happened to one of our mentees. She put in a name for her business just to search and see if her name was available, and lo and behold, she ended up buying her EIN number through this company, and that was not a requirement. You can do a name search on your state Secretary of State website for free. Now, to hold the name, they typically charge you. Okay, write whatever questions you all may have here for me. Okay, I'll hang out a little bit longer. So typically when it comes to reserving your name, that's free. I mean, to search your name is free. You want to make sure no one else has your name before you get started. But this person was trying to reserve it. So in the state of Georgia, to reserve your name for 30 days so nobody else can get it, costs $25. Now each state is going to be different, but in Georgia it's $25. So she paid them to reserve her name, this company, and then she also paid them to get her EIN number, and you don't have to. So if you don't have your EIN number, and you may not even know what that is, so I forgot, let me tell you, because I always say never assume that people know something. You tell people, explain it clearly for those that do not know. So the EIN number is your employer identification number, and it's like your social security number for your business. Okay, so you have a social security number as a person. When you're the employer or owner of a business, you have an EIN number. Okay, employer ID number. So you can get that for free. Again, the resources there. I also have a link for you to find out about LLCs, because many people are like, what's the LLC? Do I need an LLC? I have a link over there again directly to the IRS that explains what LLC is, limited liability corporation. And it may not be necessary for you to immediately, I'm outside, so y'all know I see some bugs. I'm like, eh, eh. It may not be necessary for you immediately to even get an LLC. I always say, kind of see how you like the business before you start spending all that money. LLCs are not cheap, okay? They are not cheap. So you want to make sure. For me, it took me about 4 months, and I decided, you know what, yes, I'm going to do the business. And I went ahead and I got my LLC. But after 4 months, I decided, yeah, I want to do it. I got my EIN number, which is free. So some people have given me pushback throughout the years and say, well, Kimmi, I don't think you should tell people not to get their EIN number because that's completely free. Well, I don't want you just to kind of hobnob your business or hodgepodge it either. I don't want you saying, okay, I got my EIN number and then I don't have my LLC, I don't have my business name, and you just put in some name just to get an EIN number, but that's not the real name you want. I've seen all kind of stuff. So when people trying to tell me what I shouldn't do with my people, that's because they're on the outside looking in. And I will add this little caveat about training too. Be cautious, because now the whole thing, people are doing a whole YouTube channel on bashing trainers and all that. And there are some bad apples out there, just like in any industry. But when you're looking for a trainer, you want to look at the track record. You want to look at what have they given me for free. So as you know, over here we give you everything, right? So if we're giving you all this for free, you can imagine what the courses are like. So we drop the knowledge over there, but we got to package it in such a way where everything costs money. So there's no way we can give you the full course for free. But you want to look at your trainers, you want to look at the track record. How long have they been doing social media? Is this just new? They just found out about it. Let me make a YouTube channel so I can tell people. What's their longevity? We've been here for 3-4 years on YouTube. Notary educators has been around equally long. So, we have the receipts, as they say. So it's going very well. Again, so just read some reviews on courses. You can check out whatever you want. We are the real deal, and we love to work with you in your notary business, help you to learn how to be a great notary, which is the foundation, and then you can start making $75, $100 an hour, $150, depending on where you're located. So if you notice, I never really talk about the money a lot, because I already know if you don't know what you're doing, you're not gonna get no money. So I'm not selling you a pipe dream. I'm selling you a foundation, and then we build on top of that, and then we can talk about the money. I even have a pricing course that's included in the mentorship. So we have a question. Did you work independently or did you work for a company to provide notary services? So the one I'm talking about today, I actually work for a company. I am independent. I am full-time in this industry now. My husband is too. He left his job about 2 years ago, about 2.5. We had a lot of deaths in our family. We've spoken about that before, been pretty open. I lost, my mom, my sister, my father, my father-in-law. And after all of that, you see quite a bit. It's like, what you want to do with the rest of your life. All of our days are numbered. Some of us get a little bit more right to choose what we want to do. So my husband chose, what, I don't want to go back to working a 9 to 5. So he does the business. He's also a notary. He's a notary signing agent. He doesn't do any of the live teaching too much with us, but he does all the things behind the scenes. So he's good at the accounting part. He didn't used to be the accounting part. He didn't used to be at all, right? He hated, let's say that past tense, doing the numbers and stuff. I was a numbers person. I worked at the bank. I love numbers. I sleep and breathe numbers. I love business. I love math. when it comes to basic math now, not your geography. What is it? Try to, what's that hard math? Not a plus one equal five and all that. See, geometry and all that. Nah, I mean, I could do a little bit of it. So anyway, to answer your question, so we're full time in the industry, and he decided I don't want to go back to work. Now I'm not telling you to quit your day job. Okay, we've been doing this for years now. We've been doing this for years, and as he saw that, you know what, I think we might can make the money that we need. So Jeffrey and I, we don't just stamp papers. We're not just notaries in the simplest sense, but we do apostille services. We do ink fingerprinting. We do translation services. If somebody needs a document translated, like for example, you speak French, you bring me a document, it needs to be translated into English. I don't speak French, but I got some companies that'll do it for you. I charge you a little fee, I give you back your document, we all happy. So we do translation services also, which there's a course for that. It's also included in the mentorship. So everything you need to grow your business, we're not the gatekeepers. We share it with you. So we do it full time. And again, I don't make all my money just doing long signings. I don't make all of my money doing general notary work. I do everything. Okay. And if you've been watching me for any length of time, you already know 2023, 2024, I talked all about learning the apostille business. That was my goal, and I'm doing much better at it. I mean, your girl is knocking it out the box, okay? So I was afraid of them, and I always tell y'all don't be afraid, but I was afraid, so I'm very transparent. Because our postilles ain't no joke. I'm charging you, $200-$300 for one document or 4 or 5 pages, and I get it wrong. That's gonna be a problem. You're gonna be on the internet talking about me, right? My nose is itchy. So anyway, that being said, the particular job I was telling you about earlier, it was from a company. So I'm self-employed. The company finds me. This lady found me actually on my Google page, from my Google page. And that's how I receive, I would say about 70% of my business nowadays, because I do a lot more general notary work than long signing. I have certain direct that I like to work with. And if you don't know what a direct is, that means they call you directly. You establish a relationship with them. They like how you work. You like how they work. And when they have a job in this area, they'll call you. You become the preferred notary. And that's true. That's a real thing when we talk about that. So that's not just YouTube hype, okay? And I was saying that earlier. So when people are telling you, oh, notary business is dead, you shouldn't get started, but then I see they ain't stopping their business. They still doing their business. Why they telling you not to? Watch, see, sometimes you gotta, it's a saying, it's a book even called The Question Behind the Question. Okay, we're gonna get off topic a little bit because I got a few minutes. Let me see what time it is because I do have an appointment. It's 5:10. Okay. We're gonna get off topic a little bit, okay? I'm about to do a little preaching. It's a book called Question Behind a Question. So sometimes when someone asks you a question, you have to wonder, okay, they asked this, but what do they really mean? What are they really asking you? What's at the root of the question, right? So even when you're watching YouTubers and you're watching people on YouTube and they're telling you, I don't think you should start the business. Watch out for the trainers and the business is dead. It's oversaturated. But they didn't stop their notary business. Hmm. Why are they telling you not to receive training when they took training and they know what to do, but they don't want the same thing for you? That's kind of weird, right? That's kind of weird. It is saying facts, right? Right? She's in the mentor program. Hey, dear. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to keep it real right here because I hear that quite often. And someone did a whole video, about, it's not the first one. It's been plenty out there, but the notary business is dead. Don't do it. Adia can tell you the notary business ain't dead. Is it dead, Adia? Is the notary business dead? Hey, girly. Is the notary business dead, Adia? Let me know. Because she's in mentorship and she's getting assignments like crazy. No way. You see that? She's getting assignments like crazy. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. But it's facts. She done had like 4 sign-ins this last week. Okay? And more, but I think, I won't get into all her business, but she's had quite a few. And she's had all kind of mixtures and all kind of experiences happen. So she's going to be a great notary. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. And I have several in the group that, yeah, they ask a lot of questions, okay? And that's what we're there for. We want to. But I have no doubt she's going to be a great notary because she's doing it. You know what I'm saying? She does what we tell her to do. So, 2 things. One is, again, if somebody's telling you the notary business is dead and they still a notary and they still making money and they still got their YouTube channel talking about being a notary, but telling you it's dead, look at that. Okay, look at that. Number one, it's hot, y'all. Woo! I'm in Georgia. I told y'all that. Woo! I'm hot. Anyway, so look at what they're telling you, the question behind the question, the statement behind the statement, right? So that would be crazy of me to get on here and tell you that the notary business is dead, knowing that I'm doing jobs every day, all day. Okay. Now, am I doing the same type of jobs that I was doing 4 years ago? All refis? No, because the interest rates have changed, right? But am I still doing sellers packages, buyer packages? People are still selling properties all day. They're still doing loan modifications all day. You might hear the word partial claim. Partial claim and loan mod is the same thing. Okay. Things are still happening. Things are still moving. Okay. So the main thing I wanted to talk about with that one really quick was the training part. Don't let nobody don't let nobody tell you the industry is dead. And two, you do need training. Idea, do you think that the training has helped you, the coaching sessions and all of that? Since you're here, I'm just going to do a little interview with you. I wish I could have brought you up live, but you could put it in the chat. They can read it. So anyway, the mentorship program, I had one more thing I wanted to tell you though. I forgot what it was just that quick. That's why I need notes, but I'm off the cuff here anyway. So one of them was about the trainers when they tell you, people telling you the notary business is dead and that you don't need training. Oh, I do have one more. So one of our mentees, she is in a couple Facebook groups. So when she first started, oh, it is saying in a major way. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. And again, it's only $47 a month. Do you think you can get your $47 worth of the I'm just asking. I'm just asking. You think you get $47 worth for what think you get your value? So another one of our mentees, though, she's in another Facebook group, right? And she always was coming back when she first joined, and she was asking me questions. So I said, "Why is she asking me this?" So she's asking me stuff that she's learning in another Facebook group. So finally, she said something. I figured out what she was doing. And I was like, I am not getting ready to keep combating or overcoming or challenging or trying to teach you or undo. She said, absolutely, and more. Thank you, Adi. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. We know the value is there. And I'll come back to how we can price it so low in a minute. So anyway, I was like, I'm not getting ready. I'm going to help you as a notary, but I'm not trying to unlearn everything you learning over in a whack Facebook group. Okay. I cannot. We don't have time for that. We got people actually doing work like Adia. Okay. We got others in the group that are actually doing things. So I'm not getting ready to take your whole list of stuff you learned in another group and then try to overcome that. I cannot. I could just give you the facts and then you have to determine what's true and what's not. So on Facebook, and again, this is why you need mentorship that is valuable, right? That's valuable. And that's going to help you in your business, that people who know what they're doing, they didn't just watch a YouTube video and say, I think I'll start a YouTube channel. The notary thing is profitable. Because I was like, I didn't realize how many trainers were out there. I was on IG one day and this girl popped up in my feed and I was like, who is that? And another one popped up. She was in my backyard in Georgia. And I was like, who is she? So notary trainers are popping up like crazy. Again, I'm not shading any of them because some of them look like they got some good stuff. However, I know nobody teach like we do. I know nobody bring it like we do. It's like you and your mother, your father, whatever. Nobody can tell you about your mother and father. Now, they might be able to you can talk about your own mother and father, but you already know they bringing it. Of course, depending on your background. I can talk about my parents. Let's talk about me and my parents. Nobody could tell me nothing about my parents, okay? My parents was crazy as they want to be, okay? They was married 52 years, 52, 54, whatever it was. And they had their own realm of crazy. I was like, whoa, certain things they did. I'm like, I won't do that in my marriage, okay? But overall, I learned to be who I am from my parents. I would not have the business sense that I have if it wasn't for my parents. Hyra DeVito, I saw you join the program. How you doing? Did you get your welcome email? And make sure you read it because I was talking to somebody earlier today and they was like, had all these questions about the program. I said, did you read your welcome email? They were like, no. Can you please go back and read the welcome email? And then let me know if you have some questions. Okay, good. So did you sign up for the group me yet? Don't forget to enroll in group me, okay? And we're more than happy to have you in the program. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room because I get this question a lot. Well, Kimmi, how can you guys afford to train everybody for $47? And that's the blessing. That's the blessing. I don't know if you guys know about there are different cultures. Different cultures. I have some friends that are Latinos, Jamaicans, and they have this little kitty thing. And what they do is they put the kitty together. When I say kitty, you may not even know what that is. Let me read. The like a pot of money, right? And they pool their resources together. So this week I might, and I remember this. My friend's Colombian, and this is from like 20 years ago. And I remember her doing this because we went to her family's house. And okay, Hyra knows what I'm talking about. So yes. So they have this little kitty and they come together, like I call it a kitty, that's what it used to be back in the day, like a little pool though, a little pool of money. And my friend's Colombian, right? So we went to her family's house and she said, I gotta go drop off this money. And I was like, okay, no big deal. I'm like, why is she dropping off this money? I figured she owed somebody some money, right? So then she came back to the car. She told me, she says, no, what we do is we put our money together. And imagine if everybody did this. It would be the coolest thing ever. Now, I'll tell you right now, me and my family are not doing this. I don't know none of my friends we gonna do this with, okay? Real talk. So they put their money together though. So for example, I put $200 in this week. You come and put in $100 next week. The next person put in $50. And at the end of it, say you got $2,000. Well, one of you may be trying to go do something big. They'll take that money and they'll go help that person out, right? And they just keep doing that and they help each other out. They keep building the kitty. So next time the pool or money or whatever, and next time you need something, then they'll help you get your dream accomplished. And I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. So I know a lot of cultures do that. So it's the same concept though with this notary mentor program that we're running. Okay. So for us to help each person individually, there is no price tag we can put on it. That's why for years we didn't offer mentorship. And I was not going to offer mentorship where people are going to be driving me crazy. Real talk. Because I got a few right now. I'm like, okay, we're not doing that. Because your girl do simple. It's not that complicated. So, I ain't let my blood pressure go up. I can't let my blood pressure go up. So anyway, so that's similar though, the mindset when I came up with the $47 a month. You have access to all the training, you get the information you need, and then you can ask us questions as you're going through the training. Of course, we have the live weekly piece of it, but the $47, if everybody's paying a little bit, then that allows us to be able to help the most. Okay. And it's really just that simple. It's not that our program is whack and somebody that you paying $500 over here is better. It's not that. It's not that. I have people that's like, it cannot just be $47 a month. Adia can tell you that we don't do anything junk. Can you tell the people for me, Adia, if you still here? Can you tell the people? So she says, join Notary Educators LLC, y'all. Major support over there. Seriously. And I don't do nothing. I would not be around this long if I was selling junk courses. So before I was just selling courses and they were still selling them individually. If you want to buy individually, you can. But I'm really focusing on the mentorship because I really want people to build their business. So that's why I came up with the live piece of the courses. These little bugs getting on my nerves. I'm sorry, y'all. But it's so nice out here. I hate to go inside. So all that being said though, so that's how we're able to offer it though for $47. So don't get it twisted thinking, oh, Kimmy's course is like a Honda, so I need to go over here and pay Mercedes Benz money. No hate on the Benz, okay? But I'm just saying some people, if they're not paying a lot of money for it, and I get that. Some people say you get what you pay for. Not all the time though. You ever been somewhere and you find a deal on something and you like, I can't believe it was only that amount, and you almost like running out the store. It used to be an IKEA commercial about that, and the lady goes in the store and she gets such a bargain. She tell her husband, start the car, because the deal was so good. She like, I know it shouldn't be this cheap, and she like, get out of here before they find out, So it's kind of the same thing with our training. Once you come, you will not be disappointed. If you're serious about your business, like for real, if you're really serious about the notary business and having a successful business, you do want to be with notary educators. You do. Thank you, Adia. Adia says, Kimmy and all the mentors are awesome. And we have our moments when we not so awesome because it's like, did we tell you ABC and now you're going to go out there and oh, that's what the other thing was. That's what the other thing was. So in order to get the most out of the program, guys, and to be successful, we've been doing this for years, right? When we tell you something, it's because we already know what's tried and what's working. So we don't know every single thing. I learned from you all, right? I had a client the other day that just taught me and Jeffrey how to take a payment. I talked about that this weekend at live. You know, it was for he had his credit card on his phone and not the actual credit card. And then we took our phone and put it up against his card and it worked. So we were like, okay. So, but we had never did that before. Typically, we'll either scan it with the QR, I mean, with the reader thing, the reader, or either we'll type it in manually. So he showed us how you can hold it up to the phone. I don't know if it'll work every time, but it worked that time. So, and I did get my money. I should go back and double check that one. And then that check I told y'all about, I had that check in my purse 2 more days. Jeffrey was like, Kim, cash the check. Cash the check because the lady might think you lost the check or not going to cash it or whatever, or stop payment on it. So I held that check for 3 or 4 days, and that's why I don't like taking checks. If you missed that video, go back and see if you can find that one. So anyway, I did take a check from an older lady. She was super nice. And anyway, my last thing I'm going to say, and I am going to head out of here so I can get ready for my 6 o'clock, is again when we telling you something. So for example, we like using GoDaddy for websites. Okay, now I know Wix is amazing. I thought about switching myself. They got these other hosts out there that you can use, but the reason we pick GoDaddy is because it is simpler. I've built 3 websites myself. I managed Notary Educator's website. Oh, if you're still here, check out the new website and tell me what you think about it. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. Please, I'll take a little feedback, 5 minutes on that. Let me know what you think about the website. Yes, we do website support and we build websites. Yes, but before you even get started, hey Drea, what's up? What's up? Before you start there, let's get that Google page going, and then let me see what my neighbor's talking about. Hold on, y'all. Oh, it's too long. Hold on. Her message is just too long. I have to come back. Yeah, let's get your Google page going, Hyra, and then we can focus on your website, okay? But yes, we do build websites, and I'm actually getting ready to offer. It's coming in the next hopefully week. I'm gonna get the package together. I love the website. Before joining, I looked at it. It's amazing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. So I just redid it, revamped it. I made it simpler and cleaner. So that's where I was going with that. So the reason we suggest that our people use GoDaddy is because the majority of our people are not very savvy when it comes to technology, and that's okay. I'm not either. But I've learned certain things, and as I learn, I'm able to share it with you. So GoDaddy is the easiest website to get started. You can do your plugins. It'll give you a basic website so people can know that you exist, that you're a real person, you're professional. Okay. So what I'm working on though, I'm coming up with the packages in the next week or so. I might try to get it going this, not have it up and running this weekend, but it's coming where we're going to build it for you. Because a lot of people are like, you know what? I don't want to build a website. I don't want to create a flyer. I don't want to do no posts. I don't want to do none of that. I'll just pay you. It's called like a done for you service. It's nothing new. You'll pay us. We'll do your website for you. We'll get you a postcard. We'll get you a custom email, all pretty, so you can put it on all your emails. We'll get your business card going for you. We'll help you with a logo. So we're going to offer different types of packages for you. So we're so excited to roll this out. And I just know that's going to be amazing too, because that'll take some of the pressure off. So while I'm over here building your website for you, getting your pages going, putting all your search engine optimization, your keywords into your website for you, while I'm doing that, you could be focused on your training through the other part of the program, which is the 14 courses that we have. Okay, you could be learning the apostille business. So by the time you finish some of that, your website stuff is done over here. Boom, it's all together. Oh, you can ask questions. One last question. Is Google Setup part of the mentorship? So we don't actually set it up as part of the mentorship, Hyra. That would be a separate session with Alexis if you needed her to set it up for you beginning to end. But there is a Google My Business course that Alexis takes you step by step to set up your page, okay, your Google My Business. So what we used to recommend, of course, because we're not trying to take all your money, right? We recommend watch the Google My Business course where she take you step by step. If after you finish watching the course, you feel like, you know what, I got money, I don't want to be bothered, I'll let them do it. We'll do it for you, okay? Or if you start setting it up and you realize, you know what, I need more optimization on it, I'm still not getting no hits on my page, then let us look at your page. And that's a different session too, okay? Because we got to put you on our calendar for that. That's not something we could do a quick phone call or So that's going to take at least an hour or two. So whatever we charge in the industry standards, you better know it is way higher somewhere else. So you better know it already. But it doesn't mean less quality. It just does not. So we have to get out that mindset. And I think one thing I can tell you for sure, if you've been shopping on Temu, now you know. I take out all that extra fluff. So I take out all the extra fluff because I'm not going to write something that has 500 modules in it just so you could think you're getting something and then charge you $200. No, I want to write it short, concise, simple, and clear so you can actually do it, go make some money, and then come back over here like Idia and preach from me. Okay, she's my witness. She's my testimony. Okay, so that's why we do what we do. Sure, I could take and write 4 years worth of stuff and put it into one course and have you doing module after module after module, test here, 89 score here. Then you got to pass this one and pass that one. Girl, please. I'm sorry, y'all. Now I'm about to go straight on the other side. But we don't do that. We keep it simple, clear, because I want you to get the information. I want you to go out there and execute, make your money, and then come back over here and tell everybody else. That's how we do it. Okay. So let me get some of your questions. So to answer your question, yes, Google is not part of it, but we have the Google course to help you to start the Google page. And again, if you need it, bring it, come out of that and we'll do a session with you. Okay. Keep it happy. Welcome, welcome says, wow, Kimmi, that would be awesome. Oh yeah. So it's coming, y'all. It's coming. I'm going to work on the packages and I'm going to get them at the lowest price point I can. And it'll be probably like a week turnaround. And again, while you're training over here, getting the knowledge, I'm going to be getting you on the back end. I'm going to be getting it set up for you. And that way, when it's all ready to go, boom, it's going to be magical. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Hyra. Thank you. Yeah, I was born this way, girl. Love. People always say, you are so high energy. You guys didn't know my mom, but watch the ink fingerprinting video. She was in there. My #1 fan. I miss that lady. If you knew her, to see me is to see my mother. To see me is to see my mother. And that's the biggest blessing. Yeah. My sister is just like my father. My father could be, let me not get in trouble, but my sister's just like my dad. And she knows she is too. My dad, his patience level was like 0. My sister be like, what you want? What? I asked her to be a notary so she could do the business with me. She's like, no. I have 0 patience for that. So she did not like talking to people. And it's the funny thing because she's in a different field. She's amazing at what she does. She in that field, she loves people. She's amazing. But just regular stuff like this, looking at your paperwork and talking to you and chit chat and nah, that ain't. But for me, it's in my blood. Okay. So thank you. I appreciate it. What else do we have? Drea says, when does this start? So the program's been going on, Drea. It's been going on. So if you're talking about the mentorship has been going on since the first one we had was back in March. We canceled that one and not cancel. I guess we did kind of cancel, but we consolidated. And now we have the one major program. The other one is still there. If you're a member, you're kind of grandfathered in over there, and they're gradually switching over. So that's up to them when they get ready to make the switch. But yeah, the built for you or done for you notary business piece is coming very soon. I just got to get the package together. I already have in my mind what notaries need because I'm a notary, right? I already know how to keep it simple. Now, but I'll call her right back. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. So yeah, so I just want to let you guys know the biggest tips again today is making sure if you at FedEx, UPS, get that tracking number, make a copy of it, save it however you want to save it. Go back and watch the video for that tip. But you do not want nobody calling you asking you where the tracking number is, because my blood pressure was high yesterday. And you can see it in the video. I was like, in the live, I was kind of like, what? So all is well. They got the documents and your girl gonna get paid. We got a question and that's gonna be it. Let's see. Trakita says, is there an email to contact you? I would like to ask a few more questions so I can get information. I'm ready for mentorship. Yeah, you can email notaryeducatorsllc@gmail.com. Notary Educators LLC. And actually, if you go on the website, Notary Educators LLC, y'all supposed to tell me what the website looked like. Somebody told me Y'all got 2 minutes to tell me what the website look like. I want y'all feedback. Yeah, at notaryeducatorsllc.com, scroll down to the bottom. Oh, the build the website. Yes, that's coming. Be patient. Don't pay nobody else to do your website. I'm gonna get that started for you. Hopefully, today is Friday. I'm gonna work on the package. Hopefully, I can announce that on Tuesday. I gotta just get everything together. So hopefully by Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll have the packages together. Cause like I said, I already know what you need. We'll do some photos. So I can tell you a little bit about how it's going to work. It's kind of similar to what our build a website is already doing, but I'm going to do more. It's going to be a whole package. So we can get your business cards. We can get everything going for you. So we'll do a Zoom initial meeting. You kind of tell us what you need. You fill out a form first. We'll do a Zoom because I want to make sure I got the vision. Probably do 2 sessions, 2 live sessions, like 30 minutes each. If we can get it down to 15, it'd be even better. Because once I get the vision, then I know kind of what you need, But we'll do like a handoff back to you to make sure you like it. So this is something I've really been thinking about. So it's going down. It's going down very soon. So be patient. That should be by Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm gonna try to get that out. Yes, Turkita. So you can actually send us an email over there. Can y'all look at the website and tell me what you think? Just look at the front page. You ain't gotta look at it. Is it simpler and clearer, the front page? Because I tried to make it simpler. Alexa said, Auntie, you have too many words. It's too much words. I don't know if you guys know Alexis is my niece too. For some of you have been around a long time, but Alexis is my niece. Her mother is my sister that I lost in 2019. Yeah. So anyway, my baby girl is doing good. Lexi is doing very well. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to say bye. You're welcome, Chiquita. We'll be talking to you soon. On behalf of Notary Life with Kimmi and Notary Educators, guys, I'm going to say good night. Happy Friday. Bye. Have a great weekend. I'll see y'all at mentorship. $47. Okay, bye, y'all.